Hello and welcome to the first episode of Corona L Mass Content E/Injection, which is a video series in which I abuse the fact that I have a PC to make stupid stuff to pass the time, whilst the world goes through Spanish flu number 2 and people die around me, whilst I live in my fortress of solitude, otherwise known as my parents' house. I will be hiding here until the government sanctions snatch squads or a lead of duty. Talking of government, the big omelette du fromage himself, the big blow Joe, sent me a text message this morning telling me not to leave my house, but also gave me a list of quests to perform each day, such as have one whole exercise, doing a food and a medical exam. He also said I could go to work, but that would be a dingus move as they've shut down because OLED televisions and copies of Animal Crossing New Horizons aren't considered vital for some reason. So here I am, making a video. A video about what? I don't know. How about this? This is a Nintendo Vita portable game station that plays video games from Nintendo and other game publishers such as Atari, Bethesda, ColecoVision, Devolver Digital, Electronic Arts, French Electronic Arts, GameCube, Halifax, Intellivision and many others in alphabetical order. One game on the system is Pokemon Sword and Shield. This is a game that has many mysteries contained within, such as the mystery of how the series has regressed since Generation 4 and that it's secretly 2 games and not one. One thing that crossed over in my mind was a text from Big Jason himself and how the UK government styles itself as HM government and has done since 1996 when John Major played Pokemon Red version and really liked the hidden machine feature and decided to rebrand the government in deference. Luckily for John Major's legacy, all subsequent Prime Ministers have been big Pokemon fans and have decided to keep the rebranding. The topic is so contentious that when Ed Miliband announced in 2015 that he wanted to rebrand it to TM government, the tide turned against him and he lost the election. But what does this have to do with Pokemon Sword and Shield, I don't hear you ask? Well, in this entry, the land of Galar is based on the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, with places such as Manchester, the Cotswolds, Wales, Birkenhead, Cyber London, as seen in Doctor Who, Birmingham, and Her Majesty's fully operational Battle Castle. But Game Freak screwed up big this time, whereas the UK government has been named in deference to the Big Poke for longer than I've been alive. These doo-doos have hidden machines, so hidden you can no longer find them in the game. But how could they do this in this time of crisis? They have betrayed us. They are not Game Freaks, they are just freaks. So, I took it upon myself to think of some new HMs that they could add within the game's upcoming expansion, and they're particularly HM government related. I should have explained this before starting. I thought all government departments started with HM, but according to www.gov.uk/government/organisations, there are only 11, and most of them are to do with prisons. Whoops. First of all, we have the replacement for Surf, which I will admit is a tough choice between HM Nautical Almanac Office and nothing. Apparently they provide solutions to astronomical and celestial navigation problems, so I'm going to presume they control the moon and get it to work properly, which is backed up by the fact that no one has ever submitted a Freedom of Information request, so no one knows what they do. Secondly, we've got Strength, and this will be called HM Revenue and Customs. Why is this strength I lack here, you saying? Because HMRC is strong, and if you screw with them, they will bankrupt you and sell your kids into slavery to pay your missed tax. And also, check out all those Freedom of Information requests. Wow. Now thirdly, we have Rock Climb, which is the HM Land Registry, because rocks and land, I guess, and then Cut is the HM Inspectorate of Constabulary and Fire and Rescue Services, because firemen have axes. Then Fly is the HM Passport Office, because to fly internationally you need a passport. And then this starts to fall apart because of the prison stuff, just how Sword and Shield starts to fall apart due to the weekend game, ha ha ha.